Hey, what is happening? Don't revive me, bro. It's Jamie back for another Battlefield 3 video for you guys to enjoy. Today we have a game of TDM 500 ticket server on Noah's Hair Canals, as it's commonly referred to. This is post-patch footage on the PS3. Want to talk about how the patch has affected the game, the DLC, Battlefield Premium, and just a whole bunch of different things. So hope you guys enjoy this TDM. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring you a game on the new maps because as of now, which is 24 hours after I paid $50 for Battlefield Premium, I still cannot access the maps. I do play on the East US servers, and unfortunately, as of this point, the maps are still not accessible. Every time you try to join one of the maps, you basically get disconnected from the server or some other random stupid message that I think is absolutely ridiculous on the behalf of DICE to, make you pay for Battlefield Premium, promise you early access to DLC, and at the end of the day you cannot access it. It's kind of ticking a lot of people off, including myself. I mean, I was excited to download this game has been wanting some DLC for quite some time, especially some new maps, and I was at work today. I was quite excited, or yesterday, sorry, to come home and download not only Battlefield 3 Premium, but also have access to close quarters and get some games on some new maps, new game types. Was quite excited about it. Only to learn that if you play in Eastern US, as I know a lot of us do, that you cannot access the maps. So, I mean, what was the point of them saying the PS3 has a weak exclusivity if you cannot even access the game? I mean, it is relatively ridiculous. I don't know what they're going to do, or they haven't said anything about it. They just, you talk to them on Twitter and they basically say, okay, just send us your PSN name and we'll see what we can do. But I mean, nothing ever comes out of that. So I don't particularly agree with an individual console or the PC having early access to any of the DLC, but this is the way they have it set up. And if they make a promise telling you that you should be able to access these maps a week early or 2 weeks early, whatever the deal is they have with the PS3, it doesn't really matter. I game on both consoles. Unfortunately, I don't play on PC, but they should hold up their end of the deal, in my opinion. I mean, if you promise something, then deliver it. And for a company like DICE, who's making so much money off this game, they should at least hold up their end of the bargain, or give us some sort of reasoning why we cannot access things that we had paid for. I mean, I was excited about Battlefield 3 Premium. I mean, you get a new knife like this one here, but for me, it was more about the maps than it was anything else. Just a couple of weeks early access. I do put videos on YouTube, and to have early access to those maps is great because you can get some videos out there for everybody to enjoy. And that's what it's all about. If you pay for something, I just think, in my opinion, you should get it. I mean, there's not much to ask for. So leave some feedback. I know a lot of people play on the Xbox and PC, so they don't have early access anyway, but just give me your thoughts on, if you pay Battlefield for a product that they promise you're going to have early access to, don't you think we should get it? I mean, it just sounds reasonable to me, and I know the European gamers are playing on the new maps because I've watched several videos of it, and they look great, and the new game types look great, and I want to play them. Yeah, so I mean, just leave some feedback with that. Just give me your opinion. And I do promise to get some footage of the maps as soon as I can access them, and as of right now, again, I just can't do it. Now, if you notice in this game, by now, I've been using the F-2000, and when I first jumped on after the post-patch, after installing, it was a 1300 megabyte download for the patch, 1300 megabyte DLC download, which of course is not accessible. I noticed right away that everybody was using the F-2000. I said, well, what is going on? I haven't seen that gun in the game for, well, not as frequent as you might say, as I have when I first started playing this TDM. And if you notice the kill feed, I mean, the F-2000 is basically the gun that's being used every couple of kills. So I said, well, I got to see what's going on with this weapon. This thing absolutely rapes. So if you haven't tried it, give it a whirl. I don't know if it's where they've buffed the foregrip or whatever it is, but this gun is absolutely fabulous, and as you can see, it does have a cam on it, which is another part of the Battlefield Premium, if you're wondering. And there are some new assignments to get with the weapon where you unlock some dog tags and stuff like that, so maybe that's the reason that people are using, but for now it's a great gun. Give it a try. You will not be disappointed. Another thing about the patch was, how is it going to deal with the input lag on the PS3? And I got to tell you, they hit the nail right on the head with this. I got to thank DICE for that. It's been a huge issue. A lot of videos I have put up, people have been just drilling me for my aim, and I just thought that I was just really bad at aiming I mean, I knew it wasn't that bad, but you know, I was getting a lot of flack on my videos for that reason, especially on my Project PTFO videos. So with the patch, it seems like the game is just totally smoother, and I know I was talking to a lot of my friends and they were saying they did not experience input lag before, or at least they didn't, but now they totally understand that it was there and it was affecting their aim as well. Now a lot of people I play with are far better gamers than what I am. Of course, I am a gamer dad, so I don't get the chance to play for 8-9 hours a day. I only get a chance to hop on for a couple hours. And you know, these guys are really good, and if they have detected that it's a little bit better, then I know for certain it's a little better for me. And I even mentioned to the guys last night when we were playing the session that, man, this game is just so much smoother. The colors feel better. Of course, you do have a colorblind mode, which is on here, which seems to make the colors pop a little bit better. And for me, it seems to work. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are. You can leave a comment about that. But for the PS3, I think they really have hit the nail on the head right now for this game. And if you haven't downloaded the patch yet and gave it another whirl, because I know a lot of people were saying, I'm not going to play the PS3 until they get the input lag worked out. Download it, see what you think, because it is 100 times better, and you have my word on that. So even though I haven't been able to play the new maps, a lot of people ask me, you know, was Battlefield Premium worth the $50 that I paid to get it? It is still worth it in my mind, because you know, I am going to download all the expansion packs anyway. So, you know, at the end of the day, you're probably going to save about $10 by doing it, which is not huge, I understand that. But if you can get a few extra, you know, you get an extra camo or an extra knife or something like that, you know, at the end of the day, I enjoy this game. It's pretty much the only game that I have time to play right now. Probably going to pick up Medal of Honor when it comes out for sure to give that a go. But for me, it was worth the money. Enjoy Battlefield quite a bit, and enjoy the game and the community that surrounds it. So, you know, for me, it was worth the $50. Would I do it again? Yeah, I think I probably would. So, I mean, you get new assignments, new weapons, all sorts of things to do with the DLCs, and I think that's great. Really keeps the game fresh. It's been alive for, you know, 8 or 9 months now, and it was, you know, I know we had some DLC before, but now we have it again, and you really have to thank DICE and Battlefield for that, for keeping the product fresh. And I think it's a great marketing idea. I know it costs a lot of money to do these sort of things, and you know, they kind of ticked me off, to be quite honest with you, that I couldn't play the maps, but I still really enjoy Battlefield, and I will continue to play it because it is my favorite game. And if you're not aware, as I mentioned earlier, we are still, or I am still involved in Project PTFO. We're actually into the quarterfinals, believe it or not, which is kind of epic. My team over there on the PS3 is the Dude Men. If you want to check out my platoon, you can do that on Battle Log, and you can also head over to Project PTFO and sign up to play with us. You never know, we might make it to the finals. Got my fingers crossed for that. Get quite nervous going into those, what you might call competitive matches, but you know, it's a lot of fun. I'm learning a lot and playing with a lot of great players, so that's always a great event. But this video is wrapping up, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I finished 52 and 39 in TDM, which is pretty good for me. You see, I'll run through some of the assignments and the extra tags you can get. I really want that Jack of all trades tag. I think that's the coolest one that's been in the game so far, so I gotta try my best to get that one. But if you guys haven't checked out my channel, please do so. I will get some videos of the new expansion packs up very soon, or sorry, the new maps, and try to do some gun reviews, because there's a load of new weapons to get. I've already unlocked the AUG, I had a bit of game time with already. But it's it for me, guys. Take care, and we'll chat to everybody real soon.